Welcome to We've Got Words, the podcast no one asked for. I'm your host, Brent Neves, alongside my co-host, Cam Ponte. Cam, how we doing today, bud?
Motherfucker, take it down a peg,
No,
man.
I am so excited. I am so excited for this episode. You're not?
You're doing too much, man.
Wait, are you really not excited for this episode?
I'm not saying I'm not excited. I'm just saying you came in too hot, bro.
No, dude, not hot enough.
It's too much.
I don't think it's enough.
Nah.
I think I should get louder every single intro.
Let's not do that. I don't think anyone needs to hear that. I have a feeling some of our listeners listen like on their way to work and shit.
Yeah.
They don't want a brisk
wake up and get to work,
morning.
bitch. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm just feeling it today. I am feeling it.
Okay.
You need to, how about this?
Why don't you tell the people what's going on in your life?
I'll make a deal with you.
I
will take it down. I'll take it down 20%.
No, I'm proud of you. It's just jarring. You know?
I'll take it down 20%. You got to add that 20%.
All right.
If not, I just add 20%.
All right. Yeah.
All right. So
oh my God, dude. You have to tell them about that fucking last weekend, dude.
Dude, that's 20%? Shit.
Yeah, I go hard.
Damn, I didn't know.
I go hard.
I didn't know a Brent 20% was that.
You're a lot. You're a lot.
Do you want me to redo the intro?
No, you're killing it.
All right, thank you. I'm trying. So anyways, big weekend for us.
There's a lot going on.
A lot going on.
I think we've definitely got our hands on some content. Since you've been fucking asking for it.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
You know me. Always asking to go out and bother you.
Yeah.
But, I mean, for all of our listeners, just buckle in because this is going to be a great episode. I'm calling it Sweeping Declaration. Great episode.
You know,
just like all of them,
that's how
though,
the
honestly.
worst episodes always start.
But either this is going to be a normal episode with just a lot of Brent and Cam.
Hey, that's what I like about it.
Or it could be a bonus episode. Or a mix of... This could be a rare occasion where we do the bonus episode before the actual episode.
I'm fine
because
with that.
we just got so many stories to tell.
What's your favorite story, buddy?
Well, I have a list, so we might as well go chronologically.
You know what my favorite story is?
What?
The greatest story ever told.
Oh, Jesus?
The Bible.
The Bible?
Yeah.
The Bible is a great story. I'm a sucker for Jesus these days.
You are a sucker for Jesus.
There's so much shit I would do for Jesus.
Oh, you'd be a little dirty slut for Jesus.
I'd be a slut for Jesus.
I know you would.
Put that on a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
You should get that tattooed on your ass.
Slut for Jesus.
Slut for Jesus, right there.
Absolutely. What other things would you do for Jesus?
I'd make him a nice sandwich.
That's the best thing you can come up with. I'm willing
not
to
good at
put
things,
out, and
man.
you're willing to make a sandwich.
Listen,
You're not a good
I'm a
Christian.
busy guy.
You are not a good Christian.
Okay,
bro.
I'll help him cross the street. He
That,
probably is going to be really confused because he hasn't been on Earth in a while.
you don't know where he's been.
I know where he's been, dude.
You
Jesus
don't know where
has been
he's been.
fucking chilling.
No.
Big chilling.
Would you chill for Jesus?
I'd chill for Jesus, bro.
I chill for Jesus.
But that's not saying much because I'd chill for like a homeless guy.
You love chilling.
I do,
You're-
dude. It's kind
Hate
of my
working,
favorite
love
thing.
chilling.
That's why I need to find a work that's chill.
Yeah, wow, you got there to that point eventually. You need more energy. Maybe I should give you an extra 5%.
Give me an extra 5%.
I'm gonna give you an extra 5% on the house.
All right, dude. So what was that story you were going to tell me about?
All right, well, I was gonna tell him again chronologically the best thing. That's how his best stories are told.
You
know,
didn't
start at
like
the
that I
beginning.
just interrupted you with my random bit?
No, I didn't mind that.
Oh, okay. Continue.
You can interrupt for Jesus.
That's beautiful.
That's
man.
all you can interrupt for, though. If you interrupt me for someone else, I'm
No,
gonna be
we are
pissed.
talking about the same Jesus, right?
Yeah, he cuts my lawn.
Just
The God.
no,
Yeah,
just continue.
Anyways, so this weekend, right? Crazy weekend.
Well, this past weekend, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It was
This
2 weeks
weekend
ago?
hasn't happened yet.
No, that's right. Last weekend.
Yeah.
By the time this comes out, it was like last month ago.
It happened. That's
It
all
happened.
I need to know.
But starts off right, and I mean, you were there for most of it. You weren't there for all of it.
I was there for about half of your weekend.
Yeah, but hey, the half that you were there with,
I like to think it was your favorite part.
So it starts off right Friday night or Friday
Day, night.
Yeah, you got a song to sing. No, God, you sing your song and I won't tell a story.
It's from another thing.
Clearly it's from something else.
Keep going.
So after work, right, I got out a little early. We had tickets to go see Ben Schwartz. It was kind of like a last minute thing, something we wanted to do, but I was shocked that I got tickets.
Yeah, which I was so excited because I love Ben Schwartz.
And we love improv comedy.
Yeah.
We love it. We love audience participation. He's a great guy. Loves Sonic the Hedgehog. So and his friends were funny,
Yeah, no, he came with a good group of people.
So we already had a good night planned for us. But you know what? Good is just good, right? I want it to be great. So I start by pre-gaming a little bit after work. It was my buddy's birthday last week. So I start drinking in the parking lot at work. Nothing wrong with that. We get after a little bit, a few beers. We had some hard liquor as well. And my friend, he's a little old, I work with. He's getting up. He's like 40 or like 42. He's like, almost dead, right? I'm pretty sure he only lives like 50, like in human years.
Just you.
So we start getting after it, and then one by one, people start to trickle down, but I'm really convincing. So I keep telling them, hey, have one more beer. Come on. Have one more. Like, oh, we got to drive. I'm like, I got to drive an hour home. You can have another beer. Have another shot. Keep going. Keep going.
So you're the bad influence on the world. You're just a bad...
I'm pretty sure I told all of them. They were like, we'll have one more drink. I'm pretty sure I said, okay, but I'm a bad influence. I just want you to know that. I'm pretty sure I gave them the warning, and they still drank. We drank an entire, like, where they come in 20 or 24 of Blue Moon. We drank a 6-pack of Corona, the bottle of, what's it called? The Beirão. I was close. We drank like some like whiskey thing. Oh no, it was an old fashioned. That's right. It was an old fashioned like premix. We had some of these bad boys, the sodas, some teas. We got after it big time. Right? They only live like 20 minutes away. It wasn't a big deal. But I was feeling good pre-game for the show. Then I made some questionable decisions and drove home, which was that was rough.
And so this entire time, I'm working. I'm sitting there just plugging away at the old job, trying to do what I can do to get out as early as possible so I can get to the show on time with my buddy, which we're both really excited for. And I get a lovely text from Brent. Oh no, sorry, I called you.
You did,
first.
And you actually...
I did call you.
You actually were supposed to be working later, and you were like, oh, I got out early. I'm like, Great, cool. We can pregame. We'll get dinner. We'll get dinner before the show in the city. It'll be a good time.
And I called you because I was like, you know what? I'm all done. Let's see where he is. I know he said he might hang around work for a little bit. It'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be fine. I call you, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't even you that answered the phone. I think it was Bob.
Bob, yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Bob.
Bob
solid
might listen.
Dude.
He might listen.
Good. I hope Bob listens. He needs to know he's a solid dude. So I'm talking to Bob for a little bit, and I'm like, all right, if Bob's answering the phone, Brent's probably having a good time. All right, let's pass the phone over to Brent. Phone goes over to Brent. He's gone.
Yeah, I don't remember you calling. I don't remember you calling. So
he is not speaking very coherently, and he just keeps saying, yeah, I'm drinking. And I go, okay, well, you're supposed to be home because we have a show. Yeah, I'll be home, but I'm drinking.
I was getting there. I eventually somehow we'll just skip the illegal parts, but I made it home. Okay? Made it home.
And you said I'll be home in 30 minutes. Show up. I said, "Okay, yeah, that's fine."
That's fair. So, I was home as I promised. And
should I tell them what I walk into?
No, let me tell my part first. So I made it home, and I just needed to rest my eyes for like 5 minutes. So I was like, all right, I got some time. I made great timing. Let me just rest my eyes for 5 minutes. And I went in my bed, went in my room. I was like, I'm going to rest my eyes, and then I'll get changed. We'll head to the show, have a good time. That's what I think happened. But what did you experience?
So, as I texted you that I was heading over, and I already knew that you were fucked up. So then when I still get a text from you, when I know you're not home yet, because I just told you I was leaving, and I'm doing the timeout right so that we get there at the same time, you're texting me saying, I'm so fucked up right now, I shouldn't be driving.
Oh, I was driving
and texting? I really wish I should have responded, and texting really makes that better.
Dude, I didn't even know I texted you.
Yes, you texted me while you were driving, drunk.
But we don't know what happened to that. If I don't remember it, nothing.
So I already know I'm not gonna walk into a fun time.
I was using the text to speech thing, so
sure.
Technically,
sure,
it was fine. I made it home.
So I show up. Door's unlocked. I'm like, okay. Usually it's unlocked. He's expecting me. That's fair. Open the door. Immediately, shoes sprawled out on the ground.
Had to go.
Work bag just lazily tossed onto the couch.
Didn't need it anymore.
Coat, floor.
Don't
and
need
I'm
it.
just seeing clothes, just random places. Brent nowhere to be found.
Clothes were constricting.
It was
me.
a crime scene. Like, I walked in and I'm like, oh, well, you know what? Brent got molested. That's what happened. The only place I find him is his room. I walk in, motherfucker's passed out.
Resting my eyes.
Passed the fuck out. To the point where I hit him, nothing. And I'm like, all right, 50-50 shot, this guy's dead. Let's see how it goes. I hit him again. He goes,
I was ready though.
And I said, dude, what the fuck? And you said, I'm resting. I said, we got a fucking show to get to, bro. Lay down with me.
Just for 5 minutes.
I'm not gonna fucking lay down with you. I said, get your ass up, go fucking throw up, because you shit-faced, get ready, and let's go.
We had time.
And then
We
you
did
tried
not
to
have time.
argue with me. You're like, yeah, but food. And I'm like, okay, how are we gonna get food? There's not enough time. We still gotta get down to the show.
That window closed.
Let's just do this. Let's do this. All these ideas. Not enough time. I force-fed him a tortilla, because that's the only shit he had in his fucking cabinets.
God. Wait, can I interject real quick?
Yes.
Oh my God. Because, and you actually kind of know half of the story. Bro, I made buffalo chicken quesadillas last night with those tortillas, right? And I remember I just bought them and I haven't made anything with them. And I was like, they're brand new. I just bought them last week. I was like, why are these open? Dude, I'm not even joking. This is not even like scripted. Dude, I looked at the expiration date. I go, did I have old ones in there or something? And I was like, no, they expire like the end of the month. I was like, why is this open? And then I assumed maybe they were open in the store. Maybe I ripped them. Still ate them. I didn't care. I was eating them regardless. But I had no clue how they ended up open. That makes me feel better. It was you. I did not know you did that.
I forced a tortilla down your throat.
That's hilarious. I forgot about that, clearly.
Yeah. And so this entire time where I'm trying to get you ready and get us to the show on time so we don't miss Ben Schwartz, you're sitting there, dude, 7 times in a row, I got so drunk at work.
How did we get to the show?
I was doing that. And I'm like, okay, buddy. And they're like, oh, I got something else to tell you. Another 3 fucking times in a row. We're going to have a great night tonight. I don't even feel drunk. I'm driving to the show, right? I'm like, no, motherfucker, you ain't driving to the show.
How did we get to the show?
Uber, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I got us an Uber. I brought us over there. We finally go to get our drinks and everything like that.
Because the drinking wasn't done.
I'm about to order you a water, and he just goes, yeah, make it 2.
It was like
so I, as a good friend, get a soft pretzel.
Pretzel was good.
So we can get some food in your system.
I had a bite.
Because I care about you. You had one bite, you said, that's too salty.
Didn't want it.
And I was like, it's a fucking soft pretzel. It's got salt on it. You said, no, I don't want it.
Didn't want it.
So you're being a fucking menace. You're sitting there pointing out random people. You're like, the fuck you think that guy's problem is? And I'm just like, not even looking at you. It's just a group of people. Don't get me in a fucking fight right now.
I don't recall all of that, but I hope you were somewhat impressed because when we got there, when I went to go up to get extra drinks because before the show we were drinking, you finished one. I was going a little bit slower at this point because I was still trying to survive. I got up. I was like, I'll get you another drink, and I came back with a water.
Yeah, I think and let the record show that is the first time Brent has ever got himself water when he was drunk.
I only drink water for Jesus, and that's a fact. You can quote me on that.
I mean, that's fair.
But he also had his own game. Jesus, that being.
Was this Jesus or was this the devil?
As you know, how, like, that's big. I had to be fucked up for me to be drinking water voluntarily. I also didn't want to ruin the show because I really wanted to see the show. So I start drinking the water. I take a sip. I was like, okay, cool. Screw the cap back on, put it down. It falls all the way down into the front of the stairs. Yep, gone. Gone forever.
Didn't want to ruin the show, but let's send my water bottle down to the front row.
Gone. But what was I going to do? Go and get it? No, so there goes that water back to the Truly.
The knight decided that you don't deserve water. The knight said, I didn't make no bitch.
Yeah. Jesus was like, you drink water for me, and God's like, I'm the fucking boss in these neck of the woods, and was like, no, thank you.
Is that what he said? Is that how God talks?
Probably. If that's how he would talk if he was me.
Well, let's all pray to him that he's nothing like you.
So I'm just saying. But yeah, but the show was great, though.
The show was fantastic. Loved it. It made Brent tell me that I need to find us an improv class to join.
We should join an improv group.
And he wants to get into that. So stay tuned to see how we fail with that one. Because Brent also seems to think that me and him could very easily have an improv show.
We absolutely
because
could.
he thinks it's much easier than it actually is.
Cam, without even trying, we'll just be fucking around and 20 minutes go by and we're not even trying.
Yeah, but that's funny for me and you because
It's funny for everybody.
It's two drunk idiots only trying to entertain two
Let
drunk
us know
idiots.
if you would like a bonus show improv session. They would love that.
Sure, if the fans want it, I'll give you exactly what you want, buddy.
All right, I love getting what I want.
I know you do.
But the night wasn't over though. At this point, I was good.
Well, and I was happy. We got to the show. That's the only thing I needed to accomplish that night. So I was okay, cutting loose, and we decided to go walk to Free Play.
Yeah, so we're like, let's go downtown. Still no food. At this point, we were kind of over it. It was like, we'll get it later. We're already drinking. We're already out. Straight to the bar, right? We don't want to miss drinking hours.
Yeah, it was prime time.
So yeah, we get to the bar and the party continues. We met my friend Kevin there.
Kevin was a good guy.
We take shots. You're handing me drinks that I didn't want, but you know, we're trying to flirt with people. It was a good time.
That's right. Dude, you were trying to talk to that girl with the fucking big nose. You guys made a perfect couple.
Now, here's the thing. I don't have a big nose.
You got a fucking beak, dude.
She was very cute.
You could crack a rock with that thing.
She had a big nose.
She did. No,
Had
hers was bigger than yours, but that's saying something.
She's cute. I really
like.
liked
I
her.
almost thought everything she was doing was a lie because her nose was just that big.
Yeah, and it was getting bigger.
No, it wasn't. That was your dick.
Yeah, right. Nailed it. Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
you were
she
like,
was cute.
I was like, okay, Brent, point out a girl. I'll hook you up. I got you. I'm gonna wingman you tonight. You do a good job with me, so I'm gonna reciprocate. I got you. I'm gonna take care of you.
And
he was like, okay, yeah, no problem. I was like, point out a girl. So he points out Big Nose, Toucan Sam, we'll call her.
We don't need to use that name.
points out Toucan Sam, and I was like, okay,
We'll call it Tiffany. Toucan Tiffany.
Toucan Tiffany. Okay,
That makes her sound fat.
Why does that? Is Tiffany a fat girl name? I don't think it's a fat girl name.
I don't know.
What's wrong with Tiffany? Tiffany sounds like a little like Daddy's little princess.
Okay, I'm for it now.
Yeah.
No, Toucan Tara. We'll go with that name.
Toucan Tara?
Yeah, we'll go with that name.
Is it neutral enough for you?
Yeah, that's a neutral name. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll go with that name.
But yeah, so I'm like, all right, let me start observing. She'd be a group of people, okay? There's a guy that keeps going over there, still trying to like talk to her all the time. I'm like, all right, motherfucker's gonna be a problem. Okay, let's see how this goes. She doesn't look too interested in him, but they're also really friendly. How do we cut in? So I'm overthinking this entire thing the entire night.
And at this point, I'm still having a great time, but I think the alcohol just kind of seeped into my blood, and I was kind of like fine. Like I wasn't getting more drunk. You were getting more drunk.
Because
I kind of leveled out.
We got there, and you're like, you got to catch up to me. You got to take some shots. I was like, okay. All right, so you made me do 2 shots. Kevin got there. We had another shot. Now I'm already like 6-7 drinks deep into the night within a couple hours.
I think
You've been
plateaued.
prolonging it.
I like plateau.
I was on the rise.
Where it's like I couldn't have got more drunk than I already was.
Because my problem is that I had to catch up to you.
You had to catch up a lot too. Yeah.
So I had to meet you there, and I met you there. Yeah, I think we eventually got to a point where we were leveled out.
We were both still feeling good though. So I was like, even with Kevin, I was like, oh, point me to some girls. And I was like, oh, hey, I was doing classic moves, not going to go anywhere, but things that we love, like the classic have you met moves.
I was dancing up a storm.
You were dancing up a storm.
I looked like fucking John Travolta in what do you
Dirty Dancing?
Saturday Night Fever, bro. He's not in Dirty Dancing.
I don't know. I haven't seen either of them. But anyways, I was like, Cam, I can hook you up too. Like, I'm in a mood now where I will literally talk to strangers and like hook it up for the bit, right? Now, I wouldn't do it for myself because the bit's lost if it's for myself. But I was doing it for Kevin. I said I would have done it for you, and you still refused. But you were like, I got you. I was like, okay. Hey, Cam, you have no rules. Do whatever you want. I was giving you permission. I was like, what's the game plan? I'll follow your lead. Do anything you want. And you never did anything.
I did.
You did.
Eventually. I did do something. Because here's the thing. Like I said, I was observing everything, may have fallen victim to a little bit of overthinking, and I couldn't find a good way in. I thought it was going to cause problems. I didn't want to cause no problems.
And just to clarify.
So I was trying to be respectful.
Just to clarify, because when the bar was shutting down, it was one guy with clearly the girlfriend, and then another random guy that they did not know the group. The two girls left.
I wouldn't say it was clear.
It was clear to me. I told you this. The two girls left. The guy was still hanging around, and they kept being like, when's he gonna leave? Because they wanted nothing to do with that guy.
You could have gone over yourself anyway.
No, I was so nice to you. I even tried to buy you something that wasn't for sale. You walked by this DK mask.
That's still when you were drunk. Still when you were on a different level than me.
You were like, I want that DK mask. You went to the bathroom.
I never said that.
I said you want this DK mask.
Yeah, that's what happened. We walked past it. You say, dude, you need that DK mask. And I was like, no.
And the girl behind the counter kept laughing like, oh, that's funny. So then when you went to the bathroom, I went back and was like, I'm getting this. And I was like, so how does this work? How do I like get stuff?
How do I buy this thing?
I was like,
how do I buy this thing that I like?
How do I get stuff behind the counter in which you proceed over? And she's like, oh, you can just buy it. I was like, excellent. I want that DK mask. She goes, ooh. I'm like, don't tell me. She goes, that's actually the only thing not for sale. What the fucking odds?
Wait, Brent, maybe that was her way of hitting on you. Maybe she was a prostitute.
Oh, I could have bought her?
Yeah.
Does she come with the mask?
No,
do I get the mask?
No, buddy, the mask isn't for sale.
I wanted the mask.
The mask isn't for sale. Okay, you got to just get right out of it.
But I tried. The point of the story is I was trying to help you, and
how great would it have been if I wingman you from behind a fucking Donkey Kong mask?
But
you think you're gonna get bitches that way?
I'll let you get into it. But if you were wearing the Donkey Kong mask and you ended up getting to your one-liner that was supposed to help me, it would have made it way better. So what did you say to this girl eventually?
Well, so the bar's closing down. They go outside. We're waiting for
Not closing down. Closed. We were
the bar is closing down.
We were the last people upstairs.
They're in the middle of it.
They were like,
medias res is what they say
out.
in Latin or something. All right, they're in the middle of it. They're closing down.
Okay,
you gonna let me continue?
I was
Are you gonna fucking interrupt me with your bullshit?
Yeah, they were closed.
They were closing.
Closed.
If I wanted to go in there and take a shit, I would have been able to go in there and take a shit.
I think they were kicking people out of the bathrooms for doing.
They were starting to. Okay, but let me continue. So we're out there. We're just chilling, waiting around, trying to figure out what we're gonna do next. Brent goes, "Man, Cam, you know what? You really fumbled the ball in there.
You really did."
And I said, "You know what, Brent? I agree with you. I'm sorry. I wasn't my best self, and I should have been better. I should have been better." And guess who walks out from the door
Tara.
Right past us? It's Toucan Tara.
TT's what we
the
call
love
it.
of Brent's life, the nose to his nose. And you know what? I see it as a latch ditch effort. I'm gonna go in for it.
And I'm excited. I'm
and
ready
Brent
for
knows
it.
exactly what I'm doing. And I look over to him and I go, "Hey,
let's do it."
My boy Brent's got a podcast.
Yep, that was your line.
Yeah.
My boy Brent's got a podcast.
We've got words.
And he said that too, just like that.
And she walked away.
Yeah, it did not work.
No, yeah.
Did not work. But hey,
not my best moment.
I like how you promoted the podcast, but I mean, one, it took you 2.5 hours to get there.
Well, see, I count that as working.
Yeah, I'm sure
I'm the social media manager.
We're not.
That was
we're not
there
yet.
Media being I was being social about.
We are not there. Don't make me get mad. We're not even halfway through. Don't make me get mad. We're gonna tackle that.
I'm mad at you. I'm doing work. You just don't see it as work.
You're not doing work. You failed me as a wingman.
Okay, but
and
I promoted the
game.
You know why I failed you as a wingman? Because I was too focused on work. I need more time off.
Oh my God.
I'm so busy working that I can't be a good friend to you.
How about this? We'll go out tonight then. You did shit all week.
Deal.
So if you don't...
Deal.
Oh, we're about to make a deal right now?
We'll go out tonight.
So if you don't
I will wingman you.
And if you don't...
pick any girl. You're that girl's at least looking at you because of me tonight.
And if we don't, what's the deal here?
If not...
Yeah, go ahead.
Then you get to slap me one time, anytime, anywhere,
you're giving
no
me a slap
reason.
bet?
Slap bet. But if I do get a girl to do that, then I get to slap you one time as hard as I want, anytime, any place, anywhere.
Do you want to co-gavel this? Put your hand.
Are you agreeing to that though?
Yeah, I'm agreeing to it. I will.
So,
all right.
so we have it on record. The stipulation is you have to point out a girl.
Yep.
And I have to go over and try to do something.
You have to actually put an effort in. If you go, my boy Brent's got a podcast, you lose this. You lose that.
Okay,
in this
well,
scenario.
that's not how this works.
That is how this works.
But I can go up and do a hi, have you met Brent?
you have to put more flavor into it.
That's a classic. That's literally a classic in real life.
You can rip off a classic, but you got to add some either Brent or Cam spin to it.
All right, I'll do the Brent Neves version of it then. The thing that you used on me before. Hey, this guy knows you.
Here's the thing. I do that all the time. That is fine.
I will. So you.
That's fine.
So if I say, okay, you follow me. So like if they're like across the room, you have to walk with me over there.
Yeah, no, I'll yeah.
And then you have to follow my lead.
Oh, that's the bit I could get behind.
What if I just do this? So I'm borrowing it from Barney Stinson.
That's fine.
But if I just go up to her, like you're next to me, and I go, hey, see my boy over here? This is Brent. This guy's fucking awesome. Okay, and then she acknowledges it, whether it's like a okay or
yeah,
like a,
but if
wow.
she doesn't acknowledge it, then we throw hands.
Well, yeah, then we fight her.
We have
that's
to.
Rude.
I
That's
only
rude.
fight women
But
for
then
Jesus.
you follow it up with salad in a bag. This guy's idea.
Yeah, we could probably think of something better.
This guy
but,
invented it, but that's what Barney said.
But then we have to. Yeah, but we could. That's what I'm saying. We could rip it off, but do something.
Pocket pussy. This guy invented it.
No, we can do something better.
Preparation H. This guy invented it.
Wild. But if she, we have to end it though with also got a podcast. I'll let you end it that way.
No, I don't need to. I don't listen. I don't want to be on the clock about it because
Yo,
you're gonna have
hold
to
on,
pay me.
hold on. Hey, this guy invented podcast.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, we agree. You point out a girl. You follow my lead. I talk to her to get the conversation started. Whoever doesn't get that thing, the other one gets the slap, like we said before.
Yeah. All right, let's co-gavel this to make it
This is
official.
gonna be
I
so
will
cute.
hold the gavel. You hold the brick
What?
on the bottom.
You gonna hurt me?
Yeah. Oh, I was thinking your hand would go on top of it.
No, fuck
This,
off.
you know, this is a great time, by the way, for our audio listeners. Watch the YouTube because we finally got the YouTube, and this is all getting missed.
We've got words. YouTube.com.
Yeah, which you haven't looked at yet.
I've looked at it.
That's for the bet.
I did a whole thing.
You didn't do shit.
I did stuff. I looked at the YouTube.
Anyway, we weren't even
There's
done with our
videos there.
story yet. Sorry for that sidebar. We had business to do. But then we end up, all right, bar closes, right? We still haven't had food. It's like 2:30, or it's like 2:15 because they usually stay open a little bit later. Still have not had food all day and drinking multiple times, passed out twice. So my boy Kevin was like, yo, let's go to Haven Brothers, like a food truck spot that's really popular around the city. And I've heard of it. I don't remember having it, probably because I only have it when I'm drunk. But I was like, yo, some burgers and oh, dude, great time. I'll let you tell the story. We get there, right, and we order our food.
So yeah, we're in line. We get up in the little truck thing. We're waiting there. You make some comment about you made a buddy with the guy behind us.
I made the buddy. I thought you made the buddy.
No. So this is what happened. You obnoxiously made a buddy because you were like,
Forgot this part.
You leaned into me and you said, "Hey Cam, you think anyone in this bus knows we have a podcast?"
Yeah, okay, I did.
And then I
did say that. That is true. Yeah.
Brent, everyone's just trying to get their food. It's like 2 a.m. Let's not do this right now. And you said, I mean, someone has to not know, right? And I was like,
Yeah, that
Brent,
sounds
you
familiar
don't
now.
need to worry about it. Just order your food and figure it out. And you said, yeah, okay. And then you turned to the guy behind me. You said, I bet you didn't know we have a podcast.
Dude, do you want to know what's wild? So the rest of the story that you're about to get into, I went into it the whole time thinking you started this whole interaction.
Yeah, I know because you have a shit memory.
And
you're an idiot.
I did not know that I started this interaction.
Yes.
I thought you started it and then went into it.
So you think I just turned around and was like, I have a podcast. That's what sociopaths do. That's not me. That's you.
No, I thought, because again, I'll just spoil it, but you'll get into it. I thought you were like, I'm going to buy this guy food. That's what I thought happened. And I was like, okay, way to make friends.
You thought just out of the blue I just threw money at a guy?
Yes.
No.
You only throw money at guys for Jesus, though.
No, I throw money at girls for Jesus. I don't
True.
pay men.
Yeah.
The fuck
good
do you think
point.
this is? I'm a feminist.
Yeah,
men
that's what-
don't deserve money.
That's what I thought happened. So apparently I started it, but okay, that's a detail I missed. But
Yes.
then what happened next?
So this guy laughs and he's playing with it, you know, like going along with everything. And I'm like, I apologize. My friend's drunk. Like, we don't shamelessly promote ourselves like that. Okay?
I don't know. I feel like you were
It's like,
buying into it.
I apologize. And he's like, no, like that's actually really cool. Like what's going on with the podcast? And I was like, No, we don't have to talk about it. I'm being modest.
The
I'm like,
nicest dude
I'm
ever.
just, we're all here to get hot dogs. We'll get hot dogs. And he's like, no, I don't mind. I don't mind. And I was like, all right, so here's what it is. We've got, and I gave him the whole spiel. And we're talking about it. And he's like, oh, that sounds cool. So I'm making a friend. I'm making a buddy. And I'm enjoying. I was like, you know what? My friend, if that was any random stranger, they could have punched him out. They could have made a problem. This guy turned it into a nice interaction, a nice time. I said, you know what? This guy, I get up to the counter. I go, I'm buying this guy's food.
Yeah, you bought his food and his friend.
And then he's like, oh, no, I have like a big order. I said, how much is the order? He's like, oh, it's like 3 things. I was just like, fuck it, I got this. And he goes, what? I go, podcast. Don't worry about it.
Podcast money.
And I paid for his fucking hot dogs, bro. And these guys were so excited because if a drunk stranger buys you hot dogs at 2:30 in the morning,
his friend was cool too.
It's a good time.
And then the other guy wasn't even from here. Like, it was a good group of people.
Yeah. So then we go outside.
No, but before we go outside,
there was something that happened before that.
Yeah, well, I think I told you this like today because you didn't know until today. But, we were making friends waiting in line. He was like, oh, like, yeah, nice to meet you. He goes, oh, like, you got Instagram? Like, oh, give me your Instagram. And now at the time I realized, oh, we were making friends. So, like, follow each other and message each other. That's not what was going through my head at the time. He gave me his phone. First thing I do, follow We've Got Words. I followed the podcast because when we were retelling this story, you go, yeah, homeboy followed us. I go, Cam, that was me in the truck that night. And I don't know if he knows that, but it's hilarious.
I also love that he when he introduced himself and he told us his name. And
I remember his name.
When he gave me his contact information and stuff like that, and he was telling me, he's like, oh yeah, like, I'm a DJ. I run a comedy night sometimes over at Medici. Like, you guys should come. You guys are really funny. Like, I think it'd be a good time.
He was loving it.
I was like, all right, great. Making connections. This is awesome. We got a new friend. Solid dude. And next morning, we'll skip ahead real quick. Brent asks me if I remember the man. That night. No, it might have been.
It was later that night.
But Brent's talking about the situation. And Brent, what's his name?
I know his name.
What's his name?
His name is Giovanni DJ Medici. It's like Italian.
So that's what your brain thinks.
Giovanni DJ Medici. That's an awesome fucking name. That is his name.
He is Giovanni, the DJ at Medici.
See, here's the thing. I don't know what Medici is, so I thought that was his name, and I thought it was like
a bar / I think
like a lot of
maybe?
Italian names and stuff will have like D something, like D something. So I thought it was DJ. That seems about right. That's some language. Medici, DJ Medici. Like, he was cool.
You're a dingus. He was a great guy.
Great guy.
But his name is just Giovanni, who is a DJ at the bar Medici.
Okay, you have to give me one thing. Maybe his name isn't Giovanni DJ Medici, but his name is definitely Giovanni Medici. Like, that is a thing that is accurate.
That would be like if your name was Brent Sanofi.
It might be. It might be.
Are you Brent Sanofi?
I could be. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe the DJ doesn't make sense looking back at it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Good guy. We also met some not good guys there. Well, I thought they were good guys.
Okay, yeah. This was a major breakdown of communication because we're outside, we're chatting with our new friends here. Other people are walking by. And it's the street. Not everyone's necessarily getting hot dog. Sometimes it's just strangers.
And I love making friends.
And, Brent decides to just comment on someone's, I think it was their motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, well, so he was talking about riding, right? I didn't realize there was a group of them because they look like, it's not like, oh, you get motorcycle club, like old buff dudes.
They were ruffians.
There was like one old white dude who was like your classic biker guy. You had one kid who was really tiny and scrawny and looked like the wind would kill him. And then you have another guy who seems somewhere in the middle. Like, he seems cool for, he's probably did some hardcore drugs in his time, but he's still probably a nice guy. He got a family, So I was like, oh, they're cool. They're talking about motorcycles. So I was like, what do you ride? They were like, oh, R6s. I know this community because I am part of the community. So we start talking. And then, they were talking about like, oh, like I'm so fast on the street. My R6, they're the typical person. Like, if you watch any classic like motorcycle, like crotch rocket type of person, it was them. So I was like, yeah, but you're probably not that fast around the track. Cause I was like, I got an R7. They're like, oh man, you need to get a leader bike. If it ain't 1,000, I was like, you You don't know motorcycles. By you saying that, you don't know motorcycles. So I had to teach him a little bit. I was like, yeah, I got that low end power though. I'm better on track. I can guarantee you it's not all about straight line speed. It's all about around the track. So then we start going at it. He goes, no way, man. There's no way. And just friendly back and forth. That's what I thought was happening.
Yeah, I thought you were going to fight this man.
I may have came off aggressive.
And it so I don't know. Brent, have you ever seen Roadhouse?
I've seen Roadhouse, yeah.
So you know how there's so much sexual tension between Patrick Swayze and the villain?
What the fuck is this going?
And like they're always very much so in each other's faces, but it's like vaguely like kind of sexual. Like you just get the feeling that they want to fuck each other.
Did we watch the same Roadhouse? What Roadhouse did you watch?
I watched the regular one. You watched it through Jesus's eyes.
I only watched Roadhouse.
You
with Jesus.
said let's make this innocent, but no, they were very into each other sexually. And you, my friend, that is the relationship that you and this man had. Like it seemed like one of you guys weren't going to leave there without bleeding. But you were excited to find out who it was. It was going to be like, it was going to be hot. Don't get me wrong.
This is that's even more crazy.
There was so much sexual tension between you and this other biker. Like it was the straightest gay thing I've ever seen.
Here's what actually happened if you're part of the community.
Or the gayest straight thing.
We were going at it, right? And he was thinking he was right. I was knowing he's wrong. He's like, oh, I'll race you on street. I was like, that does not make you a better rider. Like, race me on track. You're trash, right? I can see how it sounds like we're fighting. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, but like you guys both had like that little bit of like a smirk on your face where you're like, I'm enjoying this. Like you were both like,
here's the thing.
It was flirting.
Because here's the thing,
it was flirting.
Because my arguments used like actual good motorcycle knowledge. His used questionable one. But we both knew that we were really into motorcycles.
I bet you just really want to see him again.
Because I was talking to him and I go, you know nothing, but man, you are a classic motorcycle guy.
You want to teach him a lesson?
And then he was looking at me going, wow, he knows a lot about fucking motorcycles, but I ain't backing down. And I wasn't backing down.
Dude.
But then we
friggin' marry him already.
Then we compromised. I was like, how about this? You're faster in a straight line, but on track, I would beat you. And he's like, yeah, I think you could probably teach me a thing or two about track days. So I was like, all right.
You've been planning a date already.
And then we go, and then he goes, but this guy can be anybody. And it was the old white dude who looks like he only ever rode a Harley. And I was like, I'm done arguing. I just went to, I go, now that guy's seen some shit.
Yeah,
and he goes, great. Yeah, and then he agreed. So I guess I said the right thing. But anyways, he followed me on Facebook. That guy's got a family.
Yeah, and you guys are gonna meet up one night on some like cold Arizona night when it's nothing but a long stretch of highway.
He's gonna get arrested.
Maybe you'll get a flat and he'll help you change it.
And if I get arrested, I'm bringing him down.
You'll have to stay warm under his also just vest and bare chest.
All right, can we stop making fantasies? But then we end up getting home somehow. We Ubered. Somehow we get home. We'll just skip ahead. And what I remember is I was still good. Like I'm ready to pass the fuck out, but on my own terms. You know, this would be the second. I already blacked out once today. So like the second time I black out in the day, it's on my terms. So I went to bed. I was like, I'm laying down. You're throwing up. You were rough.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that was a tough time.
Door open, on the toilet,
I put
pants down,
just as much booze as you put in yourself, but in a shorter period of time.
Like yakking everywhere.
No, not everywhere. I didn't make a mess. I got it all in the trash can.
You did get it all in the trash can.
And I took a shit. I'm a triple threat.
Oh, you actually did end up taking a shit?
I did.
Because your pants were down, but I didn't know why.
Because I was taking a shit. I was sitting on the toilet. Who sits on the toilet to do anything else?
Why do you sit on the toilet to throw up?
Because I knew I had to shit, bro.
Checkmate.
I knew I had to shit.
Usually people throw up into the toilet.
I was like, no, here's my thought process.
You didn't want to shit on the floor?
No. My thought process is, yo, I got to shit. Yo, I got to throw up. Yo, let's take care of this in order. So I shit and threw up. I wasn't going to throw up and then shit. Because what happens if I throw up so hard I shit myself?
Well, I mean...
And now I'm shitting fucking my pants.
That's valid, but also, I mean, if that happens, man, you're already fucked up.
It's like you don't even know math.
But anyways, you're done with your debacle, and I get in bed, and I'm just laying down. I'm very peaceful at this point.
You're not peaceful. You've never been peaceful a day in your life.
I was like, I just want to go to bed. And you go, I'm going to sleep here tonight. I have no energy to argue. Got some water. You passed out in my bed.
Well, no, that's not true.
That is true.
So I said, I'm sleeping here tonight. And you said, no, go to the other room. And I said, You can't tell me what to do. And I took off all my clothes.
Yeah,
And
way
then
to make it sound better.
And then I jumped into your bed and I said, I ain't fucking leaving. And you said, get the fuck out of my bed. And then I just remember that I woke up in the other bed.
Yeah.
And I didn't know where my clothes
Yeah,
were.
because I woke up in the middle of the night. I go, Cam left? Crazy. It's only been a few hours. He was fucked. He ain't making it home. But then I look around the room because I wasn't concerned about that part. So I look around the room. I go, yo, his phone's here. His clothes are there. Where the fuck is he?
I disappeared,
Hold on.
dude.
Then I hear, I'm like, okay, yep, there he is. Sleep
That's
apnea.
not true.
That is
If
true.
it was me, it would have sounded like this.
And it did. And I was like, yep, that's Cam. But then your phone kept going off. People kept calling you. I was pissed off. It was in my room, so I kept silencing all the alarms and hanging up your phone because it was pissing me off. Then it kept going off. You would think a good friend would wake you up. Maybe it's an emergency. But after the 7th time, then it pissed me off and I threw it at you.
Yeah, you got out of bed. This is how mad you were. You got out of bed. You walked into the room that I was staying in.
The studio.
Threw my phone at me and said, God, you're getting too many calls. Now, I wake up in a room that I don't remember falling asleep in nothing but my underwear and socks. I just had my phone thrown at me and Brent's yelling at me. I'm not doing well.
Not doing well.
I feel fine, but I'm a little confused.
And then you wake up and you go, can we get Duncan? Yeah, right. We're both hungover. All your commitments that you had to do that day,
yeah,
out the
I was going to
window.
say, it's important that...
Don't name drop people. You have a real problem with name dropping.
No, I don't, dude.
All of our friends, you have a problem with name dropping.
Name one friend that I've name dropped.
And I'm not going to do that because I'm not an idiot. We'll name drop
I
strategically.
was going to say Trevor.
no one would ever guess his last name though.
No,
so it's fine.
No,
Yeah.
no one would ever guess my brother Trevor's
your
last
brother's Trevor's last name. Yeah. Wild. But then you go, dude, my knee hurts like really bad.
name. Dude, it did though. Like, and I don't remember hitting it anywhere.
I was like, probably got drunk and smacked it against the door.
No, I would have remembered that.
But then you go, but I don't remember how my knee got. Cam, I told you smacked him. I would remember that. Though.
No. You're saying that happened, but you don't know for sure that happened.
What you're
you
saying,
said that probably happened. And I'm saying, no, I know it didn't.
Essentially, what you're saying is, I remember how my knee got fucked up, but I don't know why my knee's fucked up.
No, I'm saying I remember how my knee didn't get fucked up.
That's false.
If I hit my leg, I remember it.
I don't think that.
That's a fact.
How is your knee doing now, though?
My knee's fine.
Well, that's good. But I mean, that was pretty much the end of night 1 of the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know where we go with this because we're like 40 minutes in, and that's night 1, and we haven't even done the podcast yet.
Well, you know what?
Is this a bonus show, or are we just doing a 2-parter and do Drunk Weekend Part 2 the next time?
Yeah, no, we'll do part 2 next time. Let's go to some stories.
All right, let's go to stories. That was crazy. That was part 1. So, episode whatever the next one is, I'm gonna stop numbering them because I may put them out of order.
You're fucking it up. Do less.
I am.
Yeah, thank you.
So get ready for part 2. That's all I'm gonna say.
Part 2.
Or maybe that's the bonus show.
We'll record
for
it
this.
after this.
Maybe that's the bonus show for this episode.
Sure, man. We don't have to plan it out. Just do your thing.
All right. So let's get into some stories.
So I've got words. I'm Brent Neves. I'm your host. We got some stories here for you.
Okay. So all right, we do. Since this is the shout out episode,
Clearly.
right? We do got to shout out some people. All right. But first, let's read a story. So now that we have the Reddit, which I'm just gonna take it back for 1 second. Just 1 second.
Take it back for me.
We have a Reddit. I know you guys don't know about it because somebody has been doing an awful job with social media.
Okay, fuck you.
He did not tweet it out. He did not put it on his Instagram. He hasn't done anything. All he does is look at porn stars.
I don't look at porn stars.
I get
followed by them. I reciprocally follow them back because I'm a nice guy. I don't look out for this. It comes to
all
me.
I gotta say,
And then they message me, and I count that as work because I'm managing our social media.
All I gotta
have
say
to talk to these people because I made a vow to talk to our fans.
when I made the YouTube and was putting all the links on, I had to go on our Instagram, and the first thing I saw was titties. So
you cannot see bare titties on
Cam,
Instagram.
You
prove it to me. Show me the titties.
And then
show me the titties. Show me the titties.
I only show titties for Jesus. First off, But
You and every other white girl in the South.
It's not that you're just following them. You're messaging them.
I'm interacting with our fans.
Do the right. You say that's work. That's what you want to do. Do the real fucking work of promoting our podcast.
So here's what we can
please.
do. Here's what we can do. You want me to just, without having anything else in my life, you want me to manage all the social medias. You want me to come up with ideas of clips to send out to our fans. You want me to like and follow people and try to get all that.
Keep listing out your responsibility. Then I'll go next.
You want me to fucking interact with the fans, and you want me to send TikToks at 3 a.m. to Adam? You want me to do all of that?
Stop name dropping. He was the one guy I promised. I'm going to edit you out.
You want me to do all of that?
Yes.
And then when a pretty girl sends me a message and is clearly a bot, I can't have a little fun and say, well, listen to the podcast?
You're not doing everything else you're supposed to be doing.
I'm doing most of that. I'm doing most of it.
That's the problem. If you do all of that, then you can talk to porn stars.
No. I can do what I'm doing now.
Anyways, but still, after all of that, because I
updated things.
I asked Cam, I was like, oh, did you?
You know what? No, I know what this is. You're lashing out because you didn't like the picture I posted of you.
I love that picture.
Well, you look bad.
Fuck
it's
you.
Not a good
It's going to be a
picture.
t-shirt, but we'll get to that. We have so much to get to if we're not even at the stories yet.
That's beautiful.
That's crazy.
You're crazy.
But still, somehow,
you're crazy.
I asked you, I was like, did you tweet out the Reddit? You go, no, word of mouth only, baby. Somehow we still got a suggestion from Reddit, so we should at least owe it to this person.
Ask and you shall receive. See what happens when the social media manager tells people that there's a Reddit?
So here's the problem, okay? This Reddit user, because we don't know their names, but it's Representative Mud 95, right?
Dash Mud.
Okay. And they say, hold on, I gotta exit out of this.
You're doing great.
Yeah, I don't know how to do
You're
this.
doing great. Just click out of it.
Oh yeah, just click out of it.
Do the thing.
Yep.
Stop. Didn't do.
There
you
All
go.
right, so this one said that was crazy. I've never used Reddit before, clearly. This one says, am I overreacting? My dad left his laptop open. I think he's been molesting me. I don't know. This sounds amazing.
It's a story that one of our viewers sent us, yes.
This sounds amazing. And I was so happy that someone sent this to us. And then I was so disappointed. Because this has been deleted. And we cannot read it.
Can we have a moment of silence for the deleted post?
Absolutely. So
I wanted a little bit more than that.
So here's the thing,
It was a good post.
It was a good one, and I really wanted to read it, and I appreciate whoever that Reddit user is. But I do have a guess. I think it might be Katie, because all of their other posts are all Monopoly Go posts. So I could be wrong.
You're just going to dox people now?
No, because also speaking to Katie, got a huge shout out. One of our biggest fans, alongside Felicia, big fan. And we're going to do their episode, or Felicia's episode, next week. So be on the lookout. We had to give them shout outs.
Yes. We're going to do Felicia's episode. And that's what it's going to be called. You're going to name an episode after her. Buddy.
That's great. If
That's
you want
beautiful.
an episode named after you, do our job for us, and we'll record it.
Oh, dude, that's a great idea. We could have an Adam episode. We could have a
Pat
episode. We could have a Joey episode. Joey, I know you're listening out there.
Just
hello,
dox
baby.
all of our friends.
If you look at the YouTube, I'm staring at you.
Anyways.
First of all, what's up? How you doing? Second of all, send us shit you want us to do, and we'll do it.
Yeah, so I had to give shout outs, but that was our first post. Unfortunately, we can't do. So let's go to our first real post. All of this time into the episode, let's go to our real post.
All right. Let's read who this is from. This is from...
Are we doing this one first? Because this is another story. It's a good one, but...
Listen, buddy, you know what? You're in charge. You can do whatever you want.
Oh, no. We don't like me being in charge. Apparently, the fans like Cam's questions and me not being in charge.
Oh, wait. I can pull up a Cam's question.
No, we cannot. We do not have time for that.
Bonus episode?
Bonus episode.
And you're going to get me Chinese?
We're going to have so much.
And you're going to get me Chinese?
We're just going to have so much.
Brent?
Yes.
Say it.
I'll get you Chinese.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. So we will go with this one.
You want me to read it?
So this is a story just called One Time at this high school party. That's it. Let's find out what happens. Cam, you read it. I skimmed this one. It's pretty fucking funny.
I tried to write my name on the floor in gasoline, and it was a cold night. Fumes stick around.
They stick around.
That's what they put in parentheses. Yeah. The fumes stick around.
Fumes stick around with gasoline.
I went to go light, but didn't put
Light it. I went to go light it. Yeah. I tried to give you an excuse of why you forgot to read all of a sudden.
It's not that I forgot to read. Hold on. There we go. I went to go light it, but didn't put can down, and the flame jumped up into the dripping gas can.
Yeah, that is not good. This is not a good sign.
Now it's ignited, and
Yo,
the
man.
only thing I could think to do was throw the flames in every direction in the hope that it would go out without exploding.
Clearly, if you don't start throwing fire, it's gonna explode. Wild.
Mind you, there are people all in the backyard, and they're dodging the flames as I'm desperately trying to put it out, knowing that if it explodes, the amount of gas that was in it would have been a disaster. So my second thought was to throw it in the neighbor's backyard.
He's going. He's going. Hey, I'm not saying throwing gas is a good idea, but man, it would have been so much worse. You don't know how much gas I had in here.
Throw it in the neighbor's yard because they had a low fence, but immediately dismissed that idea, even though it was the best option at the time.
Was it the best option?
This is the longest sentence ever. Considering all the people.
This guy's lighting gasoline on fire. Do you think he knows English?
Yes!
I don't know.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
He doesn't know proper English. He wrote his name with gasoline and lit it on fire, and it's causing so much drama.
I realized that throwing the flames was just making it worse, so I just stopped and waited for it to explode with my arm extended,
Nothing you can
gas
do.
can in hand, eyes closed.
I have a good visual for the YouTubers.
Most of the people had moved away by then, but fortunately it went out because it was a good gas can, and it was just diesel or something because it totally could have exploded, right? Either way, I don't really mess around with gas like that anymore because of that.
No, Cam, this is how it said. Anyways, I don't mess around with gas anymore. Hey, Cam, did you see the Reddit user? Check the name. Maybe we've got words. No, imagine though. That would be such a funny story. I think that's how I'm going to tell you a story one day.
The Flying Huntsman.
I think one day I'm going to post a Reddit story. I'm going to make you read it and then go, hey, Cam, that's from Brent Neves.
That would be an interesting concept. I'd be interested in that.
Yo,
I know all of your fucking stories, though, because you're an idiot.
Yeah, but I'm good at making stuff up. That could be even a funny bit, too. You can go like, that didn't happen to you.
I mean...
Oh, you just stopped and go, real. But I thought that was a pretty good fun. That was a good story, I thought. Like, it's not as good as ours.
It was definitely interesting. It's pretty fucking stupid, though.
It's not as good as ours, but I feel like that guy would hang out with us.
No, he would fucking hate us, dude.
Really? I think he would have liked it. I think he
would have been too much of a douche. Guy got real douche vibes.
Wow, this is actually, I just went to this next story, Cam, and honestly, this is the perfect time for it, honestly. And I appreciate you for doing it. Bad social media manager, but I do respect this.
I'm the storyman.
I'll read this one, Cam, and I'll even respond to it as, because I think we're good here. My long-distance boyfriend physically assaulted me when I tried to end things. Now he's apologizing, and I don't know what to do. I'll tell you what to do. Together. Go to the police.
Oh, I thought we were going to do a countdown.
Oh, I thought we were past countdowns.
I mean, sure, I'm sorry.
You want to
go again? You want to go again?
No.
We can do on 3. Go
Christine
to the police.
Ranger, go to the police.
Hold on. Do you want to make a ruling?
No.
You're ruining the format of the show.
Okay.
You spent the entire first half doing a whole thing, and now you're trying to rush it all in. Do a thing.
What am I trying
to
do?
Make a ruling.
You just want me to do that for this episode because you think we have to do two.
Do it.
I don't want to.
Do it.
I don't want to.
Make a ruling.
I'll make a ruling at the end. You make a ruling first. You make a ruling.
You're an idiot. Fucking read the thing. I don't like your face.
Okay. So, Cam, this person has a problem. And it's, how do you
Is
raise...
this a prestigious _cat_489 problem?
It's a very prestigious cat. Now, you actually found this one, and I know you didn't read it, but I am curious. It's, how do you raise children in a world you no longer understand?
Oh, that's right, dude. This felt so deep. I feel like this, so I read
don't
this,
know.
And I immediately said, prestigious cat? Who hurt you?
I don't understand
What
either,
happened to
though.
you?
Does anyone understand?
What a deep interesting question. That is a man who has been failed.
Probably a girl.
That man has been
Probably a girl.
failed by the world. No? Oh.
It's probably
I don't
single mother type things too.
I'm sorry. I just have an impression in my head that all women are stronger and don't have to question
I also
these
have
things.
an impression in my head that all women are cats and all guys are dogs.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
So,
What the fuck kind of world do you live in?
I no longer understand it. I don't know. I don't know what kind of world I live in.
Well, let's answer this question right now. Brent, don't have kids. Because
Oh,
I don't know how you're going to parent these kids if you think you're in a fucking world where all dogs are men and all
this
cats
is a
are
long one
girls.
too, bud. This is a long one. I cannot read. I was gonna volunteer to read it, but I can't read this one. Do we even have to read it? Cam, what is this podcast at this point?
Well, man, is this question making you think deeper about things?
I just don't understand this world anymore,
Dude.
and I don't know if I should read this.
I'm worried that if I read this now, you're going to have like an existential crisis. And like the next podcast, you're just going to be very emo. And you're just going to be like,
if
welcome
this is a bonus
to
episode.
We've Got Words, the podcast I don't even understand.
I just don't
I'm your
like-
host, Brent, or whatever you want to call me.
I just don't know. Are we doing the podcast still? What is this? Cam, because clearly we're not caring about these stories. We want to tell our stories. I just want to get to episode 2, or the next episode that we do today. That's all I want to do.
Okay, well, I mean, at least we'll just comment on the titles of all the rest of them.
I love that. Oh, okay. Well, I have a great bit then. Wait. Yeah, I can fit this bit in.
Okay.
Do you think I can fit? All right, I'll fit this. Speaking of just commenting on titles, perfect segue. Perfect. We're pros at this. Hey, Cam, I found, don't read ahead. I found more Reddit sub things that we can do. Because I'm sick of the boring ones that we do all the time. I want to do new things, clearly. I found a whole new Reddit, like subreddit, of strange things people are addicted to. And we're not going to get into it unless if you want to. Right? We can do this for the rest of the show.
I just love how my lack of preparation was just like, Brent did too much work. We're gonna simplify all the annoying shit Brent
Let's
does.
fit more in. Let's
and
fit more in.
You one-upped me on
No,
that.
I think what we should
You
do is
just thought 10 cams ahead. And you know what? I respect it.
we should just get into the bullshit Brent wants to do. That's what we should do every episode. That's what I like.
Just give him what he wants. Give him what he wants.
So anyways, Cam, I'm going to read out some addictions. If you want to know anything else about the story, let me know. This guy, I'm not going to read the names. We'll be
I
too
got
long.
this. I'm very prepared for this one.
Okay. I'm addicted to chewing on my blanket.
Go to the police.
Good one. But hold on. I don't think that's really a problem. Sometimes
no,
you
I
guys
think he needs. That man is a criminal. Those
has-
poor blankets.
He has more info. Real quick, one sentence. He goes, I have a green blanket with these scratchy, stingy things on the sides that I spend hours licking and chewing. Cam, hours. Wild.
I get it, dude. Do you ever have like a sweatshirt and it just has like the
No,
best fucking
I don't.
thing coming out of the hood, the little rope?
Anyways,
no,
hey,
I
Cam,
get it, dude.
Cam, this guy, though, he doesn't know if he's addicted, but he thinks that he's getting addicted to breathing in the cold air inside a refrigerator. He has a great reason for it, though. Ready? He goes, it just smells really nice.
I get it. Yeah.
It's insane.
That's fine. No, I get that, bro. Some people, it's enjoying. This guy's very enlightened, okay? Because he's enjoying the simple things in life. That's probably a man who's happier than
cold
both
air,
of us
bro.
put together.
Go the fuck
But someone
outside.
who can enjoy
If that guy's
minute
happier than me,
of a thing.
If that guy is happier than me, maybe the survey was right. We'll get to that in the next episode we record. But so, Cam, this person wants to know: is this weird? I'm just gonna say it. He's just gonna say it, and I can't wait.
Say it.
I have an addiction to eating fish food.
It's
probably
weird.
it's kind of weird. Don't ask, is that weird? Yes, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, this is the first one where I'm like, no, you're a fucking
He goes,
psycho.
every time I feed my fish their flakes, I take a pinch off of myself. Yeah, I mean, I let it sit in my mouth to get the flavor before I swallow.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, that's
food?
weird. Don't ask that. That's weird.
Ugh.
This is what I think
fuck
you
outta
would do,
here.
right? Now, this doesn't sound weird, but I'm just going to read the first sentence.
Okay.
And just then you can see if you can just go with it. You know what I'm saying? This guy goes, addicted to translating everything in Spanish. Oh, maybe he's trying to learn Spanish. Maybe he's like in a Spanish speaking. That doesn't seem bad.
Sounds like he's really into speaking Spanish.
First sentence. I'm going to read the first sentence. Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. Okay. Yep. So we'll just move
So
on.
Is this guy just a blatant racist?
Don't know. Kim,
Is he
don't
just
know.
like looking over here and he's just like, Lampo!
Don't know.
Giraffo!
Don't know. He's really addicted to it. Okay, now this one's a weird one. He's addicted to it. I mean, you go in school locker rooms and take people's clothes and wear them around, and I get aroused. Why? Don't know. That I do not know.
That sounds like he has a theft kink. And either that or just a general link in like breaking the law. That person should seek some therapy.
I forgot what this one was. This one just goes, my addiction. You have to really read for this one.
Oh,
I'll give you the abridged version.
that sounds deep.
Cam, this person is only addicted to sleeping with pregnant women. And he states, he goes, it feels so good that I don't even think I can sleep with non-pregnant women anymore. That's crazy.
That's like an anti-breeding kink.
Now, this is something just easy, though. This is just something sweet, but it's insane. This guy eats 40 Rice Krispie treats every 2 days.
Why didn't he just say 20 Rice Krispie treats a day?
Because he's going,
this guy's got
something sweet.
No, I think this guy's got an addiction to being fucking stupid.
No, because he goes,
Why is it 40 over 2 days? Is it like he's trying to average?
I will tell you, because he literally says, I eat a box of 40 every 2 days. So yes, it makes sense if you read it.
A box of 40 every 2 days?
Yeah, so he eats 20 a day.
Yeah, I know. So why didn't he just say that?
He just likes something sweet.
You're not... I don't even like you anymore, man.
I don't even know what this one means. It's all title.
Do you want me to read this one?
Yeah, please do. I don't know what it means.
I have an odd addiction. Nothing too strung out there, but still odd. I like to buy dolls or toy soldiers. Really, I like buying those types of things, but not that odd bit.
That's not the odd bit, Cam.
I take a candle and light.
You said not that odd bit.
Then hover
that's not the odd bit.
over a small bit of metal over it and stick it into plastic to watch it sizzle.
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
It doesn't help that they wrote it really stupidly and
it also doesn't help
incoherently.
that you did an accent. I don't know why.
I'll do it normal. Hold on. This is important.
Okay.
I have an addiction, comma. Nothing too strung out there, but still odd, comma. I like to buy dolls.
Comma. You do comma.
Dot. I'm making sure I'm not influencing that this sounds fucked up. Or toy soldiers, comma. Really, with only one L. Let's just put that out there. I like buying those types of things, but that's not the odd bit, comma. I take a candle and light it then over a small bit of small metal over it and stick it into the plastic to watch it sizzle, and they don't even put a period.
So he's lighting.
That's all one sentence of jumbled nonsense.
Honestly, let me know if I'm actually getting this. So he's melting the metal, a small piece of metal, over the candle, putting it on the plastic soldier, and it sizzles? Please tell me yes, because if not, I don't know. You are reading it in your head. You are really analyzing this. That's what it is.
That's just fucking straight. No, this person's a criminal. I don't know what they're doing, but it's wrong.
Let's go back.
I have a strong sense of justice.
Let's go
that
back.
person is not okay.
Let's go back to normal things. You can make a ruling on that if you want.
Yes, give me the thing. I'm nervous.
You're nervous about what?
That man is not okay, or woman. I don't know why I assumed it was a man. They seem more criminal because I'm a feminist, but that person is not okay.
That was a fucking...
I didn't like that.
That was a good bang.
It brought me to a bad place.
So this one, this guy is just addicted to bleeding gums. And I kind of... Here's the sad part, though. I kind of like it, too.
What the fuck?
I love when, like, a dentist is getting in there with their pick.
Ew. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's, like, one of the worst feelings in the world.
I wouldn't say I'm addicted, but I see where this guy is coming from.
What are you, a sadist?
Cam, let's end on a good note, though. This guy is only addicted, right, to peeing in the sink. That's it.
Well, no, he said sometimes I pee in the sink.
He's on weird addiction.
He's just doing it sometimes.
He's addicted to it. But it's okay. He probably has a good explanation of this. He goes, I know. That's nasty. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
I mean, it could be worse, you know?
Have you ever peed in the sink?
Yeah, I've peed in the sink.
Wild.
You've never peed in the sink before?
No. Probably.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But it doesn't count if I'm drunk.
Oh, well, then I haven't done it either.
No, yeah.
I haven't done it like not.
Yeah. Well, maybe I have. Sometimes the think's just there, you know?
Why were you judging me then?
I don't know. What am I? I'm reflecting. I'm imposing. What do they call that?
Just being an idiot.
Maybe that's what it is. That was,
Projecting.
Hey,
You're thinking of
projecting. Like the projector, yes. That yeah. Yep.
Oh, you know what's a better thing,
No,
though?
no, hold on. No, I know what you're about to do. I know what you're about to do. Let me ask you one more question. When I made that sweeping declaration at the beginning of the episode, was I right or was I right?
I don't remember what it was.
This is gonna be, wow, way to be anticlimactic. You suck at your job. This is gonna be the best episode ever.
Well, no, yeah, I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that?
No.
We'll let the people judge. Do you want more of this? What?
Don't talk to them like that. Don't fucking jim the camera like that.
Or do you not like this? I need to know because this was really Reddit adjacent, you know? But we have a part 2 to film.
We do, which is exactly what leads me into the next thing I wanted to say. Do we have time for Cam's questions?
No, we do not. We're over time.
Kind of like Cam's questions.
We should probably do a bonus episode right after it.
Instead, you know what we can do? Order Chinese. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Definitely appreciate all the love and support we've been getting. Extra shout out to Katie and Felicia because they've just been so supportive of us, and it's wonderful. I want to say Adam's name again because he deserves love. And I won't mention Trevor's name because
I'm gonna have to start cutting you out.
Trevor
You cannot have
doesn't
intro
like when I
outros like
say
this.
But please follow us on fucking Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Send us shit on Reddit. That's always fun. We got a video on YouTube now. If you're a prostitute, don't reach out to me because I will respond and Brent will get mad at me. We know no one asked for this podcast, but it's here, so you might as well listen to it anyway. I'm trying to beat my record of longest outro because that title sounded like a challenge, and I'm going to say thank everyone for listening.
It's not even the title. This is not even the title anymore. I changed it.
No, I don't know.
I don't even know the bit.
I don't know, but I need to get the last word, so you have to stop talking when I'm done talking.
Hate it here.
I nailed it, dude.